I was 16 years old when I first was arrested. I was sentenced to 8 and 30, 25 years for manslaughter. Of that time, I served 16 years and 8 months. When I came home, I was 33. Voting wasn't really an important thing to me at the early stages of my incarceration. But as I began to become awakened, I like to say, when I began to bump into people who kind of made me aware of not just who I was, but what my civic duty was, what my responsibility was to the community that I once had damaged, then I began to take an interest in voting.
When I got into the street life, that voting and worrying about what's going on within my community and the nation, it didn't bother me because I was worried about getting caught. So my whole concern was more about the police. How could I get around them from not getting arrested? I mean, voting was about nothing to me. I really didn't, I really didn't care. I was blind to the fact that I could have voted when I didn't have a felony. See, the felony stops you from voting. So I didn't know that. So now, like I said, that I know it, I can't wait to tell the next participant, client, whatever you want to call the people that I run into. I can't wait to tell them that, you have a right to vote.
Now, I'm more empowered because not only do my vote make a difference, my conversation with other people who can vote, I think makes a difference.
A lot of people think that, this one vote, meaning yourself, like myself, for example, it doesn't make a difference. It does.
There are tens of thousands of barriers people face when they are done serving their sentence. So this is after society has said, you committed this crime, here's the appropriate time you should serve, and they serve it.
Certificate of relief is for first-time felons. And then they have a certificate of conduct. That's for if you have more than one felon.
It is intended to be given to a decision maker, so the decision maker can look at you, whether you are a potential tenant or potential employee or potential student, and understand in looking at all of your qualifications that your criminal record shouldn't be negatively taken into account. You have this evidence of rehabilitation, and it needs to be considered as rehabilitation.
You can get those things, and people don't know about these things.
People will know about it, but when they come out, they don't know where to go to get the help to get it.
My grandmother, right, when I was growing up, explained to me that once you get a record, a lot of things stop for you. As far as employment, certain jobs you can't get, certain things you can't do.
It's so challenging to overcome the punishment that a record brings in society. It's not the crime and the punishment. It's the perpetual punishment for the crime. There hasn't really been a lot of substantive change. We still incarcerate at a rate higher than any other country. We still sweep up more people than we did 10 years ago. Academics talk about, whether these statutory schemes help people overcome these barriers. But really, if you take a step back, it would be more efficient if you just didn't have the barriers in the first place.